Okay, grade 12. So we're going to finish question 2, your interpenetration and development. So the part 1 video I will link for you guys in the description if you haven't seen it. This is part 2 where we are doing the left view as well as the development. If you didn't struggle with this, or you don't think you're going to struggle with this and you would like to just see the rest, then this is what we're going to be doing. So now that we are continuing, you see we've got our complete front view, our complete top view, and we need to do our left view. So based on the question, where is my pencil now? Okay, so based on the question, we're going to need to add our left view, which will be on the side over here. So because we left a gap of 10 over here, it would be the most sensible to leave a gap of 10 over here as well. Okay, so we're just going to make a line here with the gap of 10 that we've left. And then what we're going to do is you can actually do the same over here if you need to. Let's just see over there. And then what you can do is you can actually halve these measurements. So this will be 5 and then this will be 5 as well. And the reason why we are doing that is just so that we can get our 45-degree points in. So there's not quite 5. Let's actually do that again. 5. Oh my goodness. There we go. That will be 5. And then 5 from the top over here. Let's actually just go this way around. Okay, then we've got 5 over there. So then what we're going to do next is we're going to take a 45-degree angle down like that so that we can obviously get our left view. So if you have a look at what I've circled here, you'll see the front, top, 45-degree line and then left, and that's basically what we're doing on this paper here. Okay, so because we're doing the left view, we know that if this is the front view from this angle here, okay, that our left view will sort of be from this angle, well, not quite this angle, but this angle here, okay, because this is obviously our front view. So we kind of have to imagine that we're drawing or seeing this side only. So because we've labeled our square, I think we should now label our pentagon. So we are going to, I'm going to do 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to bring those points up, so that will be 1 and 1. This will be, this is 0.2, hey, no, it should be 0.5. Yeah, this is 0.5 over here, and then we've got 0.3 and 4 at the back over here, and then 0.2 would be a hidden detail, which I actually did forget to draw in. Did I forget to draw it in? I actually can't see. No, I didn't. But anyways, your 0.2 will kind of be, it's actually in the same line as 5. Sorry, I don't know why I'm being so silly. Okay, so there we go. We've got our stuff labeled. So what we're going to start off by doing is we're going to start off by taking the height across. So from our view over here, just careful my boy, because you're going to sit here, I know. Okay, so we're going to take that across like that. Leave the paper, please. Just sits, baby. Okay, so there we go. So we've brought that across. No, just sit over there. Okay, so now we're going to bring 2 across, which we've got that line over there. Then we are going to need to bring line 3 across. You can't sit here, love. Okay, let me just move him. Okay, there we go. That should be better. So basically, we've got the second line here that we've brought up. Now we're going to bring 3 up. So I took that line across, and we're going to bring it up over there. So you can label it. So I'm just going to put 2, 3 so that we know where we're working. We can bring line 1 across. All of these are so far light construction lines, because obviously we don't want to do any lines that are dark yet. Then we're going to bring 5 across. So 5 will land over there. And then 4. No, please go back to your spot, sweetie pie. 4 will be over there. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we know that it's going to stick out a little bit, so we're going to want to get these lines as well across. So to do that, first we are going to grab these ones here, so like BA, E. Why is that not a solid line? This should be solid, so it should be solid over there. But basically we're going to bring all of these points across. Okay, so B, E, D, and C. Just careful your pause there. There we go. No, don't bite it. Okay, so we're going to bring that across. Then we're going to go to E. Do not bite it. No. We're going to go to E. We're going to go down to C as well. And then we've got D as well. Do not bite it. Okay, so it should be like that over there. No, not Anya. I gave you a nice blanket to lie on. Come. No, Billy. Okay. So now that those lines are across, we're basically going to bring the rest of the lines across. So if that's C, B, D, this one will be E over here. You can't sit here. Go to the other side, my angel. There we go. See, now you can sit. Okay, so now we're going to start by bringing E across. So we're going to bring E across, and then we are going to find the E line, which is this line here. So we're going to take the line that we brought across and point E, and you're going to make a mark, and then you're going to label it point E. And then we're going to do the same with point D. So I'm going to bring point D across. D is over there. Then we're going to see D. Okay, there's D over there. So now we're going to label it point D. Then we're going to go to point B, which we're going to bring across like that. Point B will be over here, so we're going to find the B line. So B will be over there. Okay, and then we're going to find point C as our last one. We're going to bring point C across, which will be over here. And then we're going to find the C line, which is this one over here. And that will be point C. So basically, once you've got all of those points in, we are going to make it a solid square. So we will connect that there, this over here, and this over here. So we've got sort of the face of our interpenetration right over here. Okay, we also know that what we are seeing from the left side is this 2 here. So we know 2 is going to be solid, so nothing's going to interfere with it. So we're just going to make that line solid as well. But then we see here by C, okay, we have some interference, right? So what we're going to do is basically going to be backwards in a way, if you think about it. But let's just bring our points across anyways. Okay, so we've got 2 now. We know we're not going to see 3, so if you'd like to make 3 dash lines along, you can. So there, that would be a dash line, because you're obviously not going to see it because we're looking from this side over here, which means we're not going to see C. We're also not going to see 4, so you can dash 4 as well. Okay, and you can dash it all the way through this shape because obviously it's right at the back. All right. Okay, so now we want to kind of get our points in. So we're going to bring, let's start with point D because point D stops at a certain point. So we're going to bring the line D back, just like this over here. And then we're going to find where D stops. So D stops at this point here. So we're going to bring it across. Okay, and we're going to bring it straight up. And we see, okay, it stops right here on this dash line here. And so we're going to make that line solid. Please use like your actual ruler to make these lines. Don't do what I'm doing. It just makes sure that your work is completely correct. Okay, so now we're going to do the same with C just to get the edge where C ends. So we see, okay, we've already got sort of a C line. We're going to bring this line across over here. which ends right over here, so it's quite far back, and it goes past the dash line, and then there's the dot over there. So if you want to make that line solid for now, well, I'm going to do it so that you can at least see where it kind of ends, right? But we know that there is going to be some interference for C because of where it stops, but we know that we used C at the hidden detail the last time. So basically what you're going to do is, we know that C gets faces some interference after 1 over here, right? So it's going to touch on the side of 1, because if you have a look here, the dents in C is over here. So let me use a highlighter to just further explain myself. So here, this line here, this C line here, is the line over here, okay? So basically, the curved lines that we're trying to get are these lines here, okay? Top and bottom, that end at 1. So what we're going to do is, you can take your lines that you got from across. So you see here, you're going to put it on 1, and then you're going to do the same. You're going to grab the other one, and you're going to put it on 1. And then when we connect it, first I'm going to do it in pencil, and then I'm going to do it in blue so that you can see. It should look like this. So let's just do that in blue. We'll do that in blue as well. So do you see that's where that curve comes from? Okay. Then we obviously know that C will connect to D, so we can just make a line straight over there. And then we can make this line here solid so far, because we know that's going to be solid, and the line underneath D over there is going to be solid. Make sure there's no other overlaps, like mine is overlapping, so make sure you don't have that. And if you want to, you can make the bottom solid as well. Okay, now we want to focus on point B first, and where B ends, but B ends sort of in the same area where D ends, but we're going to take it up anyways. So there's B, we're going to bring our points up to point B, which will be straight over there. And then what we're going to do is, we're going to connect those points together, and then we're going to connect it to the curve over there. Okay, and then we know that this line is going to be solid, and this line here is going to be solid, and then just make sure there's no wonkiness like there's with mine, and then the top is going to be closed as well. But now we want to get the hidden detail for E at the back. Okay, so what you're going to do is, you are going to bring E back, which we've already got the line. So before I do that, I'm just going to grab where it touches at the edge here. So E ends over here. So now we're going to bring that back. So it should be over there. And then again, I'm going to do it in orange, just so that you can see what's happening at E. Please note that this orange must all be hidden detail. So dash lines. I'm just doing it so that you can see where I'm working. Okay, so there's E. Obviously now we want to put marks where E has its curve, which will be this curve here, right? Because you see there we have E. So this is the same curve, and it happens on line 2, 5. But obviously, because 5 is the closest one and 2 is the furthest one, we know it happens on 5. So what we're going to do is, we're going to take those points across. It should touch this line over here, and then this one should touch this line over here, and then you're going to basically connect those points over there. Okay, and then these points are going to connect straight back to these points here. Okay, and then this one will connect to this one here, and that will be your point done. And then obviously at the back here, there's also going to be in detail, because this line is not going to disappear. So from these points here, we'll have some hidden detail. Okay, so that's basically how you get your left viewing. This one seems quite a bit difficult in comparison to some that we normally get, but my suggestion would be to practice all different kinds of questions, whether you think it's difficult or not, because you don't know and nobody else really knows what's going to be in your paper apart from the topics. So just practice all the kinds of questions you can get your hands on. That's the best way for you to be able to prepare yourself for what they're going to ask you. Okay, So now they also want us to develop, let's see on the question here, sorry if you can't see, I'm really sorry, I'm going to read it to you. Development of the surface of the square prism, so we're developing the square prism, make edge AB the seam. So you remember when we started, they gave us edge AB and they told us to make it the seam, so that's this over here. Basically the seam means if we had to cut, like take this shape out of this shape here and cut it and unfold it, these bits would be on the edge. So I've got space here at the top, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work at the top to make this seam. So first what you're going to do is you're going to start off with a horizontal line or a vertical line. If you're doing it on the side over here, it's up to you. I just want to see that it's in frame. Yep. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your compass. So I've got mine over here, got my compass. You're going to take part of the measurement, so that's a quarter over there. First, let's draw a vertical line up. Sorry, this is just going to make it easier. Draw a vertical line up. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to make a line, a line, a line, and an extra line as well. Okay. And you're going to bring all of those lines up. We're not doing a specific height yet, we're just bringing them up. Okay, so you should have 4 like different sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? What we are now going to do is we're going to take every single measurement from this line here, and we're going to basically stick it on this point here. So we know edge AB is the seam, so we have AB, and then this will also be edge AB, right? So now let me just highlight that so that you can see where we're working, just in case it's a little bit difficult. There we go. So that's our edge AB. So now what you're going to do is from this line here, you're going to grab the measurements of AB, which we know touches over here, okay? And then you're going to make a line, and you're going to make another line, okay? So now that we have done that, we are going to make a mark over here and a mark over here, just so that you can see. You must just make a mark that you can see that's really neat and visible. Now before we carry on again, you see these highlighted measurements here that we got in the first part of the video. If you don't know how we got them, go watch that video. We need to stick those in our drawing. So what I've done is now I've unfolded it this way. Okay, so we've got AB, then the next one here will be E, then we'll have D, and then we'll have C and AB again. Okay, so just make sure, like if you have a look here, say we took a pair of scissors. Let me draw my pair of scissors in. Okay, there we go, like a little nice triangle there for our scissors. Say you cut right here and you unfolded it, so you took some of it this way and you took some of it this way, you would have B over there, and then you would have, so here you would have B, C, D, E, B, right? So that's basically what we did, B, C, D, E, B. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. It's the best way I can explain it, but if it doesn't make sense to you, what I would like for you to do is to comment it down below, because then I can always make like paper examples for you guys to kind of give you an idea of what we're doing. But obviously I'm not going to do that if I don't think you need help, so just let me know. But now basically what we're going to do is we're going to say CD, we're going to grab that point over there, we're going to put it down here, okay? Then we're going to go CB, so we know there's a CB point as well, so we're going to go there. Now we're going to find CB, and we're going to make a point there as well on the horizontal line. So I'm going to do this in a different color. Let's do it in blue. So you see we've got 2 points over there, and then we're going to do the same for E and D. So ED, we're going to grab a point, and then there's D over there, so we're going to make that point over here, okay? And then we've obviously got EB as well, which is a lot smaller, so the point will be over there. Okay, let me just make that solid so that you can see. And basically what you're doing with those points is you're making extra horizontal lines. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring a line going up, bring a line going up, a line going up here and a line going up here as well. So we have extra lines. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to grab the measurements of those lines. So you see, okay, we have AB, then we have C, but we have that middle line here, which is this line here, because if you look at the way we angled it, it's in line. So you're going to grab that line. Let me just fix this compass quickly. You're going to grab that line or that point, and you're going to put it on that line. Okay, I'm going to again just make a point because for some reason, why does mine look a bit skew? Did I go the wrong way? It looks fine. Okay, you're going to put your point there. Okay, then we have point CD, which is obviously the same, so you can actually bring it straight across because we're just going to do the same points at the same time. So we're going to bring that across over there, but now we also want to grab the length of C. So what we're going to do is, did I take the right measurement? Yes, I did. Okay, we're going to take the measurements of C, which is right up here. We're going to go to point C, we're going to put the measurement down. So our measurement will be over here. Okay, then what we are going to do is we are going to grab the measurements for D. Let's do D first. Yeah, okay, so we're going to grab the measurement for D, which will be this measurement here. Make a mark. So it should be right over there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the measurement here. So of this line over here, we're going to grab measurements. Okay, we're going to grab our measurements over there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a mark on these lines with the blue dots here. Again, you can't really see it because my compass has decided to stop working for now, but it's fine. And then we are going to grab point E, which is the last point we are grabbing. So we'll grab point E, put it on that line over there, and then let me just make solid points. Okay, so there you go. You've got all of your points together, and then all you're going to do is you're going to connect them. Please use your ruler for your vertical and your horizontal lines. I'm not doing that, but it would be better if you did do that. But then obviously when you are connecting your dots, you can use your ruler. Just make sure every line is straight. And then basically what you're going to do is you're just going to connect all of your points together. Okay. There will be another point, and another point over there. And then the only lines that you're going to make solid that are going up are the ones that were initially part of the square. So that will be B, C, D, E, and then B again. Okay, and then that's your drawing done. So I know it's quite a long drawing, but it does count for quite a couple of marks. So it's a good drawing to practice, and it does get easier the more you do it. So normally in an exam, they'll either ask you this or solid geometry. It's either one or the other. They don't ask you both. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But I promise you, with practice, it is easy. So I hope this helps you a little bit. And yeah, let me know if you need me to make paper cutouts in futures to help you guys.